So thank you for sharing that. So water quality.
City staffers spent more than an hour going over their development proposals for the Anza Cove region. That came after a nearly hour-long meeting where the public got its first look at the new options for the site. City planner Elisa Muto called the process difficult. She says it's like trying to squeeze 50 gallons worth of options into a 5-gallon bucket. Muto says the Mission Bay Master Plan considers the more than 4,000-acre aquatic park as a single entity guided by some underlying principles.
It sets these high-level goal of recreation, commerce, and environment, balancing those uses or those priorities. Within the Mission Bay Park Master Plan, there are also a number of recommendations for what can be done in De Anza Special Study Area. De Anza was the last area of Mission Bay Regional Park to be planned, so it's shown as a blank slate.
City planners have filled in that slate after months of work and a cool reception to 3 potential redevelopment alternatives released late last year. The planning office narrowed the field to 2 choices. Both preserve the golf course, sports fields, and shoreline park space, and they open up parts of the De Anza Peninsula, an area that's been off limits to the public for years.
With this project under both alternatives, we will develop that bike and pedestrian access in and around, connecting to the existing bridge over the Rose Creek Channel.
Muto says both alternatives call for the creation of additional wetlands around the De Anza Peninsula. The first suggests about 27 acres. The second cuts a channel through the peninsula to create an island and close to 35 acres of salt marsh.
And you'll see the restoration efforts offshore in the green area, shaded similarly to the area to the west because it's intended to be a continuation of that habitat. And this area to the west is the Kendall Frost Marsh, as well as Campland, the existing Campland property, and then the offshore areas proposed for restoration for the rewild plan.
Both plans set aside about 40 acres for some kind of guest housing, which could be a recreational vehicle park or some other kind of camping-related leasehold. The ad hoc planning group voted option 2 as its preferred alternative, but neither option sits well with the 2 most vocal groups pushing for change, campers and environmentalists. Sean Schwab helped organize Campland on the Bay backers, delivering 2,700 signatures on a petition in support of a recreational vehicle park.
So there's a lot of room for improvement on that option 2 without question. We really need to go ahead and stress the overnight RV camping option like we have at Campland. And we have, about 45 acres of that currently, and that's certainly not in that option 2. So I really feel they missed the mark.
The Audubon Society is pleased that the existing Campland on the Bay property is being reclaimed as natural habitat. But the Rewild Mission Bay backers had pushed for a stronger commitment to the environment in the De Anza Cove area. Rebecca Schwartz-Lesberg acknowledges there are positive aspects to the 2 proposals, but she says there was a chance for more.
What the city has tried to do is please the highest number of people or anger the fewest people. But this isn't a popularity contest. They need to be thinking long-term about what this region needs.
City planning official Elisa Muto understands the frustration, but she says the city has to balance the needs of the entire Mission Bay region. Both plans will be presented to the Mission Bay Planning Group in August or September. City planners will start crunching costs in an effort to put a price tag on the renovation. Erik Anderson, KPBS News.